Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. New Year is fresh start for everybody who are making New Year resolutions. I don't want you to make New Year resolutions, but I want you to plan realistically. And I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step guide to glowing up in 2025 because yes, baby, it's your turn to grow up. The last one is the most important one that brings everything together. So make sure you watch this video to the end. Now, without further ado, let's get right into it.
You see this life thing, yeah, it's all about understanding, bro.
So I'd like you to first review 2024. It's very easy for us to think 2024 was a bad year and you're losing sight of the progress that you made on your goals or the little achievements that you had. I feel like it's very important to practice gratitude. So review your 2024. For me, I had a very chaotic year. I'm not going to like a lot happened in 2024. I even got to a point where I felt like this is the end for me. Right, but God came through, and irrespective of everything that happened, I still had good things happen to me. Even if you did not achieve what you wanted to achieve, you at least made progress. Not trying at all is failure, but if you try, it means that you're learning something and it means you have a foundation to build on. So now you know the progress that you made in 2024. Now know what to build on for 2025. The second thing I want you to do is another review, but this time around you're going to be doing a life audit. So look at your life and then separate them into different categories. So for instance, you can do you can do my spiritual life, my finance, my career, family, friendships, self-care, wellness. Separate this into different categories. You can either create this yourself or you look for a template online. For instance, if the template you find is saying rank from 1 to 10, 1 being bad and 10 being very excellent or achieved, then you can do, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, career wise in 2024, how do I rate my actions or how I performed in 2024? You can be like, I'm rating myself a 4 career wise. For me, my spiritual life, I'm probably going to rate my spiritual life a 4 because of what I wanted to do in 2024 was to get closer to God. I tried a bit, but I feel like I could have done better. So I'm rating myself a 4 when it comes to spiritual life. Career wise, I'm rating myself another 4 because yes, I achieved some things. Yes, I did some training, but where I want to be isn't really where I want to be. Don't be shy to rate yourself genuinely. There are things that I tried very well at. So pick 3 or 4 areas where you feel like maybe you scored really low and you think you need to work on in 2025. These areas that you have picked that need improvement, you will make them your focus point for 2025. So you see how everything just ties. The next thing I want you to do is reflect on this thing. What was your happiest moment in 2024? Or what made you feel the warmest? My happiest moment was my birthday, firstly, and secondly, it was when I was going through something very tough. And then my friends were there for me. We had a conference call and we discussed everything. I was like scared and they were just there for me. It made me feel, and I'm not talking about just any friend. I'm talking about the friends that have been there for me, that have been my friends since I was a baby. So imagine those people still having your back right now. So yeah, that was like the happiest moment for me. My family was there for me. It was one of the happiest and warmest feelings that I've ever had in all of my life, and I do not take my friendship for granted. If I ever took my friends for granted, now I don't take my friends for granted. I don't joke with my friends, and they've always known that. You should reflect on 3 things that you are most grateful for in 2024. I think I've somehow also mentioned mine, which is grateful for friendships. And there was a time someone walked up to me at work. He said, "I admire you a lot. You're so confident. It feels like you've got things like your life together." In my head, I'm like, I ain't got shit together. Her saying that to me just made me feel grateful for where I am and made me feel like, okay, there's still so much more that I need to achieve, I want to achieve, and I can do it. And if you don't want to state all these things that you're grateful for, you can also write a letter to yourself to say, oh, in 2024, girl, we did this. So next up, I want you to reflect on what you enjoyed in 2024 and things that made you excited in 2024. Enjoy self-care. I also enjoyed sitting down like this to film and speak to you guys. So yeah, that was You guys make me excited. Talking to you guys makes me excited because I feel like I learn things constantly and I get to share it with you guys. How cool is that? I want you to also reflect on people that when you were with them, you were uncomfortable, like you felt some form of bad energy, or you feel like, sometimes it's also overthinking it, but sometimes it's actually not even you overthinking it. It might just be your intuition, like you can feel the energy and with how a person reacts to your good moment, your bad moment, and all of that. 2024 definitely showed me true friends. Definitely also showed me like bad friends around me, things that I don't pay attention to. I realized I paid attention to a lot in 2024. God showed me in 2024. I want you to reflect on, think about what was the best lesson or best advice that you got in 2024. 2024 taught me that what you don't change, you have chosen. I had goals in 2024 and I did not do them. And at the end of the year, I realized that I chose that. So I can't complain if I'm a certain way and I could have changed it or I had the power to change it and I kept on lagging. So now 2025 is a new chance to fix that thing. That was one lesson I learned in 2024. So now let's go back. These are things I want you to reflect on. That's the third step. Reflect on all these things. Now we're going to the fourth guide, which is that you should get a self-care jar. That's something you can also do is to buy my planner. It has a self-care section where if you achieve a certain percentage of your goals for the week, you are entitled to one self-care reward per week. So yeah, how cool is that? So let me check out my planner, 2025 planner. I'm going to drop a link in the description box for you guys to purchase. It's live on Etsy. I'm probably going to do a video on how you can create a self-care jar. Take your wellness very seriously, because you need to feel good from the inside to feel good on the outside. Okay? Refresh, not just rinse and repeat. So what I mean is don't just work. Take time also for yourself to rest and refresh because you're not a machine. You don't want to break down. So next, I'd like you to get rid of the toxicity. So you see how we talked about people that make you feel uncomfortable or the times in your life where you felt the most uncomfortable or people that made you feel the most uncomfortable in 2024. Get rid of the toxicity. Is it, and I'm not just talking about people alone, I'm also talking about the things that you put in your body. So the food that you put in your body, things that are toxic to you, whether physically, mentally, emotionally, in every aspect of ramification. Get rid of the toxicity. So eat clean, eat good food because you need to be good from inside. Try as much as possible to cook if you can. Also be careful of the things that you listen to on social media. There's a lot of information on social media, so just be careful of the things that you listen to and be mindful of what you consume that makes you feel bad about yourself, right? I know a lot of people are going to say, why not work on yourself instead of cutting people off or cutting this off or cutting that off? Why not just work out? You can't just work out and not eat right. You're not going to get good results. People might say, why cut people off? Why not work on yourself? The truth is, nobody's perfect and you're still going to have issues whether you like it or not. So do you want to keep having people that trigger you around you? I don't think that's healthy. Yes, work on yourself, but while you're also working on yourself, try as much as possible to reduce the bad energy or the toxicity. But the truth is, to become a new person, you have to get rid of the old person. You have to say RIP to my old self. I feel like you can't progress without making changes, and those changes might come the hard way and might come with you losing something. And I also want you to be very, very intentional on building valuable friendships. Don't just build or make friends with just anybody. Know who you are. 2024 taught me that sometimes I make friends with people that I don't, our goals don't necessarily align, or people that are not in any way adding value to my life. Make sure you're adding value to your friend's life and make sure your friend is adding value to your life in one way or another. And make sure that there are no people that are draining you and people that are drawing you back, because trust me, the company that you keep is very important. There are some people that you'll be friends with and you just realize that all of you, they are just stagnant together. Focus more on achieving your own goals. Focus on creating valuable friendships, friends that are focus driven and can also push you when you're falling behind. Friends that can connect you to the right places, and you if you can connect to the right places. I don't believe in just lifting up people. I also believe that one way or the other you should be able to help your friends also. Apply the one thing rule in 2025, which is what is one thing that I would do today, right now, that will lead me closer to achieving that my goal. So dedicate maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour. You can call it the power hour. Dedicate 1 hour of your time every day to do something that will drive you towards, those four things that you mentioned that you selected after your life audit. Those four things that you have said, okay, you will work on in 2025. So I want you to select 1 hour every day to achieve or drive you closer to achieving those things or being better in those areas. Something you should do is pick a particular maybe month for each goal or a quarter for each goal or each of these areas. That this quarter I'm focusing it on this particular area that I have selected. Maybe if you picked finance, relationship, spiritual life, and career as the four areas you want to work on, maybe the first quarter might be for your spiritual life, second quarter for your finances, third quarter your career, fourth quarter your relationships, and make sure that you stick to these things or these areas and then be intentional about how you set your goals for those quarters to achieving those things. And I'm not saying after the first quarter then you drop spiritual. No, I'm saying that after the first quarter you also add up from spiritual. You can reduce the focus on spiritual because now you have been focused on spiritual. So by now you should have achieved a lot more in the spiritual aspect. So you can now make finance your focus, your major focus, and then spiritual takes not take the back seat, but like you're still working on both simultaneously. So 2025, I want you to dress up more, sis. I want you to dress up more, sis. Romanticize everything about your life. If you're in your house, try to dress up and look good also. That's what I'm trying to do in 2025. So you gotta do with me. So dress up more. If you're stepping out of your house, don't just wear that bomb shorts and your pajamas to be going outside the house, right? You're just going somewhere. Try to dress up a bit more because you might meet anybody anyway. If you're going for any events, make sure if you're even stepping, going grocery shopping, make sure that your hair is neatly done. At least try to make your hair look neat. And then try as much as possible to also invest in doing little things that just elevate your look, like doing your lashes. And you don't have to go somewhere to do. The last time I went to do it, see these lashes I have on, I installed them myself and they're Costa lashes. I installed them myself. Learn to do some DIY things that you don't necessarily have to pay so much to actually do. Right, so the next thing I want you to do is to try to embrace slow living. And when I say slow living, I mean try to enjoy and romanticize everything about your life. Try to enjoy life. Don't let life pass through you. Also, pass through life. Do you understand? Live life to the fullest. Take things slowly and softly. You're not rushing anywhere. You're a baby girl. Be more feminine. Enjoy slow living. It makes you feel more feminine. It makes you just enjoy and bask in life. I'm not saying be slow about things. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying try to enjoy life while you're doing. Don't just work, do everything grab. You're a woman. You're feminine. You're supposed to be soft. So try to enjoy slow living. Try to, if you're going to the beach side, enjoy the breeze, enjoy the water. If you're eating, eat well. Don't rush your food. Take your time. Wake up a bit earlier so that you can enjoy these things. Because when you live slowly, it also reflects in the way and manner that you live. You don't look like you just rushed out of the house without taking care of yourself. You took your time, enjoyed picking out your clothes, and then you're just calmer about a lot of things. It attracts people to you because everybody is running and rushing to achieve things while you're achieving those things, but you're also enjoying yourself and enjoying life while doing it. So we're almost at the end. The second to last thing is I want you to upgrade something about your physical look. Yes, because they say the way you dress is the way you get dressed, baby. So upgrade something, pick something you want to upgrade about your or change about your physical look in 2025. See it as like you're entering each year as a new movie character. You get what I mean? But think about what your dream self would look like. The last thing, but not the least, but this is the last for this video, is draw up your vision board. I have so many videos on drawing up your vision board and what to do. I had a video from 2 years ago for that, but from 2023 also on drawing up your vision board. So make sure to check that out. I'm going to link it up somewhere so you can watch the video. But I think it's very important that you plan. If you don't want to draw a vision board, then have a plan. Have a planner for 2025 also. Like I said earlier, I'll put the link in the bio. The planner just gives you everything at a glance instead of you thinking, okay, how do I plan? It just gives you everything and tells you what to feel there and there. And yeah, and it's super easy, but make sure that your goals are clear and very specific. Don't just say I want to get 100k subscribers. Break them down into maybe quarters, and then as you progress, you make changes. I know 2025 are going to become our best selves, but we're definitely ready now with all these tips I've given you and the guides I've given you to grow up in 2025, so you don't have an excuse. But yeah, take it easy on yourself, baby. Take it one step at a time, because you should also enjoy your grow up journey. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with somebody that might need it.
You see this life thing, yeah, it's all about understanding, bro.